Chapter 5. Echoes of Conflict. As the seasons turned and the villages of Viridian adjusted to the new reality of peace with Darkwood, Prince Alaron and Lady Alara faced mounting challenges. The initial euphoria of the treaty had given way to the harsh realities of governance and the complexities of rebuilding trust between once hostile factions. Alaron stood on the balcony of the royal palace, gazing out over the sprawling landscape of Evercrest. The morning sun bathed the kingdom in golden light, but his thoughts were troubled. Reports from the borderlands spoke of skirmishes between local patrols, tensions flaring as old animosities threatened to resurface. "We cannot afford to let these incidents escalate," Captain Renaud remarked gravely, joining Alaron on the balcony. "The slightest provocation could undo everything we've worked for." Alaron nodded, his jaw set with determination. "We must reinforce our patrols and strengthen communication with Darkwood," he decided, his mind already racing with plans to defuse the rising tensions. Inside the Great Hall, Alaron convened a council meeting to address the recent incidents. Eldrin, the venerable advisor, spoke first, his voice a steady presence amidst the murmurs of concern. "These skirmishes are a test of our resolve," Eldrin intoned, his eyes surveying the gathered council. "We must demonstrate unity and restraint, lest we play into the hands of those who seek to undermine our efforts." Lady Alara, seated beside Alaron, nodded in agreement. "Communication is key," she emphasized, her gaze unwavering. "We must open lines of dialogue with Darkwood, reaffirming our commitment to peace and cooperation." Alaron looked around the council chamber, meeting the eyes of each advisor and elder in turn. "We cannot erase centuries of mistrust overnight," he acknowledged, his voice echoing with the weight of their shared history. "But we can pave a path forward through patience and perseverance." In the days that followed, Alaron and Alara embarked on a diplomatic mission to Darkwood, their entourage traveling through verdant forests and winding paths that had once been fraught with danger. They were met with cautious optimism by Lord Malvern, Darkwood's stoic ruler, who welcomed them to his stronghold with a mix of formality and reserve. "We share a common goal," Alaron began, his tone measured yet earnest as he addressed Lord Malvern in the grand hall of Darkwood's fortress. "To ensure the peace endures for the prosperity of both our realms." Lord Malvern regarded him with a steady gaze, his expression guarded yet contemplative. "Actions speak louder than words," he replied cryptically, his voice echoing off the stone walls. Alara stepped forward, her presence a calming influence amidst the tension. "Our villages have suffered enough," she implored, her words carrying a plea for understanding. "Let us work together to build a future where cooperation triumphs over conflict." The negotiations were fraught with challenges, each side grappling with the scars of past grievances and the uncertainties of the future. Yet, through patience and persistence, Alaron and Alara found common ground with Lord Malvern, forging agreements on trade routes, shared resources, and joint initiatives to foster cultural exchange. Back in Viridian, the villages responded with a mixture of hope and skepticism to the news of their leader's diplomatic success. Merchants from Darkwood traded goods in Evercrest Market Square, mingling with locals in a display of newfound unity. Yet, beneath the surface, whispers of dissent lingered, fueled by those who doubted the sincerity of their former adversaries. "We must remain vigilant," Alaron reminded his advisors during a late-night strategy session in the royal chambers. "The road to lasting peace is fraught with obstacles." Alara nodded in agreement, her expression thoughtful. "We must address the root causes of mistrust," she suggested, her voice a beacon of reason amidst the uncertainty. "Only then can we hope to heal the wounds of the past." As the days turned into weeks and the villagers of Viridian and Darkwood adjusted to their new reality, Alaron and Alara continued to navigate the complexities of governance with unwavering resolve. They oversaw the implementation of joint patrols along the borders, ensuring the safety of both realms against external threats. They promoted cultural exchanges, celebrating the diversity of their villages and fostering bonds of understanding that transcended old animosities. Yet, echoes of conflict continued to reverberate through the land, a reminder of the fragile peace they had fought so hard to achieve. Alaron and Alara knew that their journey was far from over, that the path to lasting unity required patience, empathy, and a steadfast commitment to reconciliation.